What is happening, all you amazing people out there in internet land? Hope you are well today. Hope your week, I know it's just getting started, but I hope it's off to a good foot, and I hope that everything has been productive on your end. My name is Jason Bell, and I will be one of your trainers for today's call. With me, I have my partner who you're going to learn about and hear from later throughout this training. But if you can hear me and if you can see my screen, please put something in that good old question box. I would greatly appreciate it. It should say how to land one new client per week. If you see that and if you can hear me, let me know all is good. What's up, Melvin? Erica says yes. Joe is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Donald is here. What's going on, Henry? Good stuff. Where you calling from? Where you calling from as well? I see Canada in the house. We got Gary. Gary is here. It's a party now. It's definitely a party. We got Brad Dixon. Always good to have you here, my friend. Vancouver. Good stuff. Tim says eyes and ears work well. That's good to know. That's so good. Bixby, Oklahoma. We got Michigan, England, UK, Glasgow. Okay, I messed that up. Sorry. Puerto Rico. Good stuff, Eva. I forgot you were in Puerto Rico. Yeah, my social media manager lives down in Porto. No, man, I should know this. She's gonna kill me for this. It's gonna come to me later, but she's in Puerto Rico near the forest there, the rainforest. Um, let's see here. We got Texas, we got Boise, Idaho, Birmingham, UK, Nashville, Brooklyn, the dark side of the moon. I hear you. That reminds me of this Mario game because you ever play the Mario game on Nintendo Switch and like you got to go to the dark side of the moon? Like that's what it reminds me of. I love that game, by the way. Norway in the house, good stuff. Let's see, rainy upstate New York, wonderful. We're gonna get started in about 30 seconds here. We have people that are still coming onto this call. I know we talked about this call a lot. We hyped it up a lot, and for good reason. We're going to back it up today, and I'm going to show you and teach you today how to land one new client per week. And the goal is to help you do this fast, right? And we've done something brand new. We're doing something that we've never done. We're doing something that no one in this space is even doing. So you should consider it just an amazing thing and pat yourself on the back that you're going to get first mover's advantage on a service that is rapidly emerging and growing. So with that said, let's begin. So I want to make sure I'm recording here. You can hear me. You can see me just fine, or see my screen, that is. And let's get to it. So today's agenda is I'm going to go over how you can sell a set and forget service with ease and do no fulfillment. When I say no fulfillment, I mean no fulfillment, no ongoing fulfillment, okay? How to tap into a big opportunity that's rapidly growing and nobody in our space is providing. We are the first, which means you will be the first. And how to gain instant credibility so you're deemed as the go-to expert to provide this high demand set and forget service. Now, I want you to remember that instant credibility, okay? I'm gonna share this towards the end of this training, but just remember that. So if anyone on this call ever struggles with credibility, why would someone listen to me if I don't have enough clients or no clients at all? How can I still be the person that businesses say, yes, let's work together because I trust you and I see that you're credible and have the authority to help me? I'm going to answer that today and you're going to love it. So maybe wondering, how do you land one new client a week? How do you land one new client a week and do it predictable and consistent? How do you do that? Well, it would stand to reason that you need a high demand service, right? So what is a high demand service? Your service needs to check off as many of these boxes as possible, meaning customers want it. They want this service. Businesses want it as well and will happily pay for it. I didn't say they need it, but they want it. There's a difference because we can tell a business all day until they're blue in the face what they need, but if they don't want it, they're not pulling out their checkbook. So they need to want it. There has to be desire. And people are already buying it, meaning there's proof of concept. Show me where in the market where people are actually buying this, and show me data and stats to support it, to back it up, right? Has to be proven. And the market needs to be unsaturated, meaning there's lots of opportunity and there's enough of the pie for everyone to eat so we can all be full, right? If your service can check off as many of these boxes as possible, then you have a winning service that's easy to sell. Hear me. And guess what? We found just the service. We found just the service. A service like email marketing was in the beginning, before it became the standard of communication today. Remember like AOL and back in the days of the messenger and all of that, like email service when no one was really just using it, but now it's like you're crazy not to have an email address. Like people that don't even know how to work a computer have an email address. That's what we're talking about, but it's in its infancy. But what if you could get in on the ground floor and position yourself to be the first to provide this super simple service? I almost sometimes cringe when I like the word coming out of my mouth, ground floor, right? Sounds like, something where you're, selling, let me stop. But you know what I mean, right? But we're literally talking about being the first to provide a very simple service. And the market is proven. We're talking about like this company here has over 35,000 customers providing the service I'm going to talk to you about. 35,000. You can see some of the companies below. This company here, which I'm leaving it blind, has over 1,000 plus customers providing this service. 1,000 plus. This company serves over 60,000 plus companies providing this service as well, right? All providing this very simple to use service, simple to implement, simple to sell service, charging from $50 to $300 per month. The sweet spot is around 97 bucks, okay? But $50 to $300 a month is the range, okay? So that's what you can look to expect that you could charge businesses. I kind of want you to lock that in your mind. And not only is the market proven and people are buying it, but look at the data to support it. Look at this data. It's going to excite you. 85% of consumers prefer the service over the other alternatives. Over 70% of businesses are not providing this, even though 85% of people want it. That is a big, big number. This new method of doing business has grown over 300+% since 2015. Crazy. So you may be wondering, what am I talking about? What in the world is Jason talking about? What are we talking about here? Brace yourself. We're talking about landline texting. Landline texting. Check this out. You're going to love this. Landline texting, if you don't know what it is the ability to text a business's phone line. Imagine your favorite local business, the contractor, the mover, the plumber, the restaurant, having the ability to text their phone line and for the business to be able to text you back, to allow customers to text the business and the business to text their customers. Did you know over 150 million texts are gone out to business phone line every single day, and the majority of them never make it to the actual business because their business is not equipped to receive landline text from consumers. Now, the problem here is most businesses are not set up to receive text. If you've ever tried this, you'll get a message from your provider or the phone that says, sorry, your text and landline message cannot be delivered. Have you ever tried that before? This is the message you get. So the opportunity is always rooted in the problem. And the opportunity is to help businesses become text friendly. This is so simple, but yet so profound. But you may be wondering, why would you want to do this? 89% of consumers say they want a text message to communicate with the business, but less than 37% of businesses are equipped to do this. 3 out of 4 consumers say they feel frustrated when they cannot reply back to a company's text message. Limiting your recipient's ability to communicate with your business in a way that works for them can lead to frustration. 58% of people have tried to reply back to a missed call via text. These are whoppingly high numbers. These are high numbers. It all points to this. And this is why when I talked about the 1,000 companies providing this service, over 60,000 customers with this company providing the service. Another one had over 30,000 customers. This is what they're doing. They're providing this service that's going under the radar, and no one in our space, no one in our consulting, no one in the local space is providing this. But you will, and it's so simple. Consumers want to text businesses, folks. And when you help a business become text friendly, it's like a POS system. You know, like the thing that you use when you to take money, that people use when you take your money, a point of service system. It becomes part of their business, and they don't get rid of a POS system. They will not get rid of their phone. And the fact that they won't get rid of their phone and their POS, and you add and latch on texting to the phone, the very thing they need, that's going to improve their business, improve communication, improve everything. Do you think they're going to get rid of it? Yes or no? No. Lots of no's. No, they're not going to get rid of it, which means they're going to keep it, right? Yes. And what this means, if they're going to keep it, and it's going to become this integral part of their business, like a POS system, like a phone, that means you're going to get paid recurring revenue month after month, like clockwork. Like clockwork, folks. The reality is most businesses want to do this. They're catching on now, but they don't think it's possible because their phone isn't set up to accommodate the service. A lot of businesses think they got to redo their phone line or get a whole new service or switch from AT&T to another phone company. And the entire pain of disconnect is so high that it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll do it later. But guess what? I got some great news for you. We found a way to help businesses become text friendly in under 5 minutes, and it requires no disconnection of their landline. You just latch it on. A service that you can sell for $67 and $97 a month and do none of the work. So who wants to see how we do this so quickly? So how we do this so you can land clients quickly? Who wants to see this? Just give me some feedback. Give me a yes, possibly, sure, maybe. Yep. Yeah, think about this. Have you ever heard of a local business getting rid of their phone? Just crazy question, but have you ever heard of a business getting rid of their phone? No. You look on any Google listing, what are you going to see? A phone number. I hope you're getting some light bulbs going off in your head right now, because it's almost stupidly simple. It's almost too simple, right? So I want to introduce you to our software, Lead Engage 2.0. And if you've ever seen Lead Engage, you haven't really seen it, because we've made so many amazing enhancements to our platform that has enabled this amazing tech. So I want you to hear me as we go through this. This is a software that helps businesses engage, convert, and retain more customers. And what our software is done, integration that we've made, allows you to text enable a business in under 5 minutes. Let me tell you how hard this is, and I'm being sarcastic here. You enter a business's landline number, and step number 1, you click the button that says submit, and the business is now landline enabled. There's no tech, there's no porting of numbers, there's no waiting days. You enter their phone number and you get paid. Is that simple, or is that simple? It's almost too simple, folks. Meaning people can now text their main number. So the number that shows on Google, the number that shows for a plumber, a contractor, a HVAC, a fencer, a roofer, a mover, a locksmith, a restaurant, any local business, they can now text their main number and communicate with those customers. And how this works is we don't change their number at all. They don't need another business number. They don't need to switch over to anything. All we're doing is we're just enabling a text functionality, and this allows the business and their staff to be notified on their phone and even on a computer, so either or, and you can receive those customer messages directly from an external platform where they can respond to the people via text. They can be notified via text. They can, depending on the type of business it is, where they're sitting at a desk, they can respond that way. It improves communication. So who would use this service? Any business that wants to streamline customer service. There's no live employees needed, especially right now during COVID, where staffing is low, revenue is lower, they're cutting back. They still need to run their business. They still need to communicate. Guess what? You can use texting for this modality. Restaurants can use it to take orders and book seating for as well. Think about any local service business to increase their lead flow. They can use it in every area of their marketing. They can put it on their truck. They can put it on their cars. They can put it on their marketing material. They can tell people in their Google listing or their Yelp listing to text my business. They can tell people on social media to text my business. Think about it. This in itself, because we've improved communication, is going to lead to more business, more phone calls, more lead flow. We're bridging communication, right? So with that said, I want to introduce my partner, Jeff Hershey. He's going to go over more context as to the benefits of landline texting and why this is so beneficial and why this is such a great opportunity. Jeff, are you here, my friend?
Awesome. Thanks, Jason, and thanks for everybody that's joining us today. Yeah, I'm just as excited as Jason is about releasing this. We've been keeping this behind the scenes for a long time. And when we talk about landline texting, we talk about what we're doing here with lead engages. We're really helping businesses convert more leads with the option to turn on landline texting to their main phone number. Now, we all know what happens when you call a local business, right? You dial in and see what somebody answers, or go to voicemail, or you go to answering service or whatever after hours, right? But what happens when you text a local business? This is me actually sending a text. Obviously, that's a fake number up top. But once you hit send on that text message, and like Jason said, the majority of consumers are looking to text that business nowadays. A couple of things can happen, right? I just hit send on this text message to the number of this business. Now, at best, Jason showed this just a little while ago, you get this, which is your message could not be delivered. This is a non-wireless number. It's a non-wireless enabled number. Right now, you have the ability to enable this with a landline. But unfortunately, to be completely honest with you guys, more often than not, you get no reply at all. It's just sent out into the ether, and you may not even get that initial message back from your carrier. So while many consumers send a text direct to the business landline number, because texting is a high priority medium to a lot of people. Like nowadays, people text their family members happy birthday. They don't call them, they text them, right? But unfortunately, for most businesses that are out there, they will never receive or know that somebody sent them a message, which means that the business owner has no idea that they've lost a highly targeted lead that's looking for an answer or a solution or something to solve a problem for them. And then in return, the consumer, the customer, the prospect has no idea that their text message wasn't delivered. They have no idea. But all of that changes today, guys, because with Lead Engage 2.0, you now have the ability to enable landline texting for your clients. They'll be able to receive and reply to text messages directly from the business landline number. There is no need for a new number or for you as the agency to go through the pain and effort of trying to swap out their existing number so you can basically have another number or a tracking number on all their listings and directories and everything that's out there so that they can go through a special number. This is going direct to that business's main number. And like Jason said, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. First step is you activate landline texting inside of the account for that location inside the software. This is now enabled for this specific account that I'm creating inside of the accounts inside of my agency. Then you, like Jason just showed, you simply connect the number, and then the business can now receive and reply to text messages directly from their landline number. This is an Italian restaurant that's near my office. I sent out a hello message to them. They will receive an alert saying that, hey, you've got a new customer sending a message. It's almost instantaneous. They can click the log into the conversion portal and have the conversation with that business right there inside of the platform. When they reply to the customer receives that reply as if it's a normal text message, and they can communicate back and forth in short bursts of communication. You can now do all of that with Lead Engage. And now that we've added in this landline texting option, working with these businesses make landline texting as simple as 1, 2, 3. So Jason, I'm going to hand it back over to you to kind of wrap up what we're doing here with this and how they can actually start bringing on clients with landline texting.
That sounds great, Jeff. Thank you, man. That was awesome. Very detailed as well. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Awesome.
So real quick, you all, are you all starting to see this opportunity? Like, do you see the value and the benefit of being able to provide this simple service to businesses? Like, and the thing is, I've seen some people ask, like, why would a business, why would a customer want to text a business? That was a question. And the thing is, like Jeff kind of touched on, because it's the primary mode of communication today. People text over talk these days, right? And it's one of those situations where you ever have people that they kind of get stuck in the times and say, like, well, back in my day, or I wish it were this way. Well, guess what? It's not that way. Like, we're not living in this age now where it's how someone wants something to be. Like, you look at the data, you look at the facts, and the facts are that people text over talk these days. Some people also may not feel comfortable and are not at a point where they want to talk to a business, because now they're using the path of least resistance, the path of the most non-threatening form of communication, and that is text. So this is why you see companies like Podium and Avocado and so many of these companies that have their back with venture capital are coming out and they're providing this service at scale. But you can be the first in our space to do this, right? And there's always such a nice appeal to have, you know, a local consultant, you know, that has boots on the ground to provide the set and forget service, and it's awesome. Very, very cool. So let's keep going here. We got a lot of people on this call, and there's a lot of questions too. So let's keep rolling. But guess what? We're going to take this a little bit further here, because, you know, Jeff just talked about the benefit of landline texting, and I did as well. But it goes deeper, right? It's about changing the way that people communicate, because we already established and know that people rather text than talk these days. But not only are businesses not texting their customers, they're also not texting their website visitors. So what do I mean by that? The typical buying process kind of goes like this. Someone's interested in a service, right? Imagine you're interested in a service. Maybe you need your air conditioning repaired because it is like the thick of summer, and it's just like, oh my goodness, it's like 90 degrees. I get it. I got to get this fixed. So you go on Google to do a search, you check your listing and reviews, and you click on the website. And then you may have general questions, but you may not necessarily want to talk to anyone. So you end up leaving. You know, maybe it's not a dire situation. Maybe you just want to get a checkup, or, you know, on your air conditioned unit. It may not be like a dire situation, but you don't want to talk to anyone yet. Like, people do this all the time. And it's a lost opportunity to not have an easy, non-threatening way to communicate with potential customers. So we do, and what Lead Engage is able to do, in addition to making a business text enabled, we call it text friendly. In addition to that, our software can also add a lead widget to a business's website, so they can turn the website visitors into more calls, so they can sell more of their services. And here's how we do it in 3 simple steps. So we're able to not only make the business text enabled, so they can text their main number, but we can add a widget to their website like this. Have a question? Let's talk. You see in the bottom right there? So we can add that, we can add pictures to it, we can add designs to it, we can make it really look great. It's eye-catching. they enter in their mobile number, and we can capture more info. So we can add a phone, they can capture an email, you can and you can even capture a message as well, just like what is the message they want. And then you can send that, let's say as a moving company or a contracting company, real-time lead notifications that allow them to communicate in real time through the number. Now, with that said, you can create package options as well inside of the software also. We have a very simple interface, a very beautiful dashboard. If you've seen Lead Engage and we first launched it in beta earlier in the year, like it's completely different, change and improve. You're absolutely going to love it. And it's really easy to find these businesses if you were thinking, well, I see the benefit of texting a business. I see the benefit of making a business text friendly. I see the benefit of increasing lead flow and communication by adding a widget to the site. But where do you find these businesses at? Check this out. So basically any niche, right? Like we've already established, like any business that is not landline enabled, they need this service, right? But let's just say as an example, you enter a niche into Google and you're looking at businesses who are spending money. So business that's spending money are businesses that are advertising. So very simple trick. You can just look up any niche. In this case is lawn care near me. And you see at the very top, you see all these ads, right? Local lawn care, local affordable turf care, local care near me, right? These are businesses that are spending money because it says ad, Google tells you that. And you can just click on their website and you can see if they have a widget on their site or not. So in addition to not being text friendly, they're also spending money on advertising, but they're not capitalizing on generating as many leads as they could. So it's like a double opportunity. So you're stacking the cool in your favor even more. You can just give them a simple widget demo, right? And you can let them know a process that we'll share with you on how to do and how to close these clients. It's super simple. But think about this too, just as another tip. If you look up a competitive niche and identify where they're lacking, meaning they don't have a widget, they don't have anywhere in their site that says text us, and you can offer them, let's say one of these companies out of many of HVAC people, the slight edge over their competition. And the slight edge is not only will we text enable your business to allow people to text you and you can text them back, but we'll also add a text widget to your site. And out of the 14 different HVAC companies in your area, you can be the only one that has this service. Do you see where I'm going here? That you can leverage the fact that these companies don't have this and they're in such a competitive space. They're fighting for business, amongst all the other people that provide the same service, but this gives them the upper hand. They'll buy fast, folks, really fast. When you think about just the niches from a service standpoint, we're not talking about retail or restaurants, which can benefit them tremendously just by having text enabled. But if you look at contractors, your plumber, your HVAC, your fencer, your roofer, on a low end, like this is silly low, you're talking about well over $200 plus, right? And we're talking about, asking for $67 to $97 a month up front, or even a customer is worth more than what we're asking for. So the common practice, since this is such a low ball service, is to charge yearly, right? And even if you did it monthly, it's still good. But if you were to charge yearly, $67, right? If you were to find just one client a week, that's just 4 clients a month, you're talking, charge them yearly at $804, you're talking about making an additional $3,200 a month by just finding one client a week. And do you think out of all the businesses that exist that don't have a landline texting enabled, that are not text friendly, in addition to businesses in the service-based niche that may be advertising or their transaction value is really high and they value leads because leads lead to more dollars and more clients, and that's how they live and die by the lead flow they get. Do you think out of all the opportunities and all the businesses that need this, you could find one client a week that needs this service that is rapidly growing and emerging? Just give me some feedback here. Do you think you could do that? Do you think that makes sense? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. There's so many businesses. There's so many businesses out here that's providing this. Indeed. Indeed. Yes, 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 yes. Now, so if you can find businesses that can benefit from, one, texting their customers, allowing people to text them, and generating more leads from their website, then you have a winning service businesses will happily buy fast. Happily. Just one of these is persuasive enough to say, yes, let's sign up. But if you got someone that says, yeah, I can benefit from texting my customers and allowing my customers or potential customers to text me, and a way to generate more leads from my website so I get more jobs and inquiries, if you can cross off just all of these boxes, you make the ability to land these clients just one a week even higher. Then you have a winning service that they'll buy fast. And helping a business become text friendly is easy to sell, and businesses are highly receptive to anything that will give them the slight edge. Now, the best part about this, and I know you're smart people, but I'm sure you quickly caught on to this. This is a service that's set and forget. And these businesses are all around you waiting for you to help them. So what do I mean by set and forget? Once you sell this and maybe help them set it up, what is there to do? It's not like you're going to be answering their text messages. It's not like you're going to be making the phone calls for the lead inquiries that come in. Their staff is doing that. So you're simply selling the software and selling the technology that enables them to text a business to become text friendly. It's starting to make sense. Is this starting to ring more true to you? I hope so. Give me a yes if this is making sense, because it gets me excited every time I talk about this. Yes, yes. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, Meryl. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Erica. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Art. Very, very cool. It gets better though, so stick with me. So you can easily land one client per week with this simple process, and our goal is to help you land these clients. Now, you may be wondering how. How are you going to help me? This makes sense. I see the opportunity. I know the market is proven. I know this is the way people communicate. I get it, Jason. I get it. I get it. But how are you going to specifically help me land these clients? That is a great question, and I'm going to answer that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to personally coach you for 5 days. Yes, 5 days. We're going to give you software so you can quickly and easily help businesses become text enabled. We're going to provide you all the tools and resources to position and sell this simple service. And the best part, we're going to do it together. So we're not going to leave you hanging and say, hey, here's a training course, go get them, Tiger. We're going to do this every step of the way together for 5 days. How's that sound? So who wants to learn how to become a certified landline texting expert? Who wants to learn how to become a certified landline texting expert? Give me a me, give me a me. Otherwise, we can talk sports or something. Hands up, hands up. Awesome. Yes. All right, check this out. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right, lots of me's. Let's go, let's go. So, with great pleasure, we are pleased to introduce the Instant Client Challenge. Oh my goodness, you're gonna love this. This is a 5-day curriculum on how to become landline texting certified so you can help businesses become text friendly. Now, what do I mean when I say certified? Because I said that on purpose. I told you at the very beginning of this training that hold me to it when I talk about credibility. Who here struggles with credibility? Like, what I mean by that, like you may not have enough clients, or what if businesses ask, you know, who have you helped, et cetera. Like, does anyone here struggle with that? Has anyone ever struggled with credibility? And sometimes that credibility affects your confidence level, because it's like, how can I call myself a business owner if I don't have enough clients, or whatever you think enough is, or none? Well, I'm going to help you out with that and solve it for you. So would it be okay if we help you get instant credibility so you can stand out above the crowd, so you're the go-to expert in your town? Would that be okay? Even if other people are providing the service, I'm going to show you a way that you can stand above and beyond those people. Like if they happen to see this webinar and catch on, and someone comes and says, you know what, someone else in the space copies us, how can you stand out above and beyond them? I'm gonna give you that answer. So here's what we did. We seen such a big opportunity in landline texting that we decided to help you in a major way. Okay, let me take a sip of water real quick, because we're about to go higher. Let me take a sip of water. That we decided to help you in a major way. Between Jeff and I, and this isn't a boast or anything like that, it is what it is. We collectively have over 5,000 plus customers all around the globe. And quite frankly, that number may be higher, okay? So what we did is we created an association, Landline Texting Association, the only association in the world that is dedicated to landline texting. Check this out. We have such a big community of customers that we can legitimately say we have an association, because we are global as a company. However, we got to thinking and we realized there's no way we can allow 5,000 plus consultants in our association. As much as we want to, there's no way we can do it. I wouldn't want to do it, because you didn't earn it. They didn't earn it, but you're here, and you're here because you want to earn it. So we decided to certify consultants to become landline texting experts throughout these 5 days. Yes, check this out. So this challenge is not just geared at helping you land clients and provide you with amazing software, but it's also going to certify you as an exclusive landline consulting expert, a part of our global association dedicated to landline consulting. Is that not cool, or is that cool? So you'll be able to become a landline consulting expert, and you'll earn a badge that you can place on your site and reference for instant credibility, or just to have on a webinar as you talk about and sell your service. So when the prospect asks, how are you qualified to help me? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm a certified landline consulting expert through the only landline association in the world, comprised of the top marketing agencies in the world. Hook, line, and sinker. You'll also take a test. Yes, I know. I know you thought we were done with school, but hear me out. You'll take a test at the end of these 5 days, very simple test you can do, so you can earn your badge. So you must engage. This is not your everyday course where you buy something or invest in something and you do nothing and let it, hang out in your hard drive, and then you come back a month, 2, 3 months later. No, we want you to engage in these 5 days, because if you engage, you're going to get the stuff you need to go and get clients and get appointments. I want you to earn your badge as well. We're here to help you step by step so you can make more money fast. So really quick, before we take it higher, who wants in? Is this cool? Is this pretty cool? Who wants in? Who wants in? Lots of me's, lots of me's. Sure. Yes, 100%. I'm game. I do. All right, let's keep rolling here. Let's keep rolling here. We're going higher, folks. We're taking it higher. We're climbing the mountain here, okay? So here's how it all will work. In just 5 days, we're going to personally help you become a certified landline texting expert. So you'll be in the best position to land 1 new paying client a week. So again, this is not just a 5-day training on becoming certified, but we're going to give you all of the stuff, all of the training, the step-by-step, everything needed to go out and learn how to sell this service with confidence, and you're going to earn your badge. We'll meet live every day for 5 days with Jeff and myself, and we'll go over a specific step-by-step game plan geared at helping you land clients. Now, this new challenge framework we created I must say, folks, is the best thing that we've ever done as a company to help students get results fast. I've been in local since 2012 providing digital marketing. Jeff has been in this business longer than I have, and I confidently stand by this with the utmost confidence. This is the best thing that we've ever done that has resulted in students taking action, getting the change that you need, getting over the hurdles, getting over your own self, getting out of your own way, and just taking action so you can get the results that you seek and desire. The very reason why you're on this call, I want something to work. I want to grow. I want to move forward. I want to land clients. I want to make more money. This challenge framework solves this. It challenges you and it encourages you to take action fast so you get fast results. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say this is going to be super easy. It's doable, but we're condensing a lot of work in 5 days. So it forces you to take action, but you can definitely do this, right? Who was on our last challenge? Who was on our first challenge that we did about 2 months ago? Who did that? Wasn't it a lot of fun? Didn't you get a lot of results? Like, our students loved it. Like, this has been the best thing we've ever done. You're absolutely going to love it. We took all the feedback that we did and we made it even better. A lot of people saying it was fantastic, got great results. It was great. It was awesome. Me, guess what? If you like that challenge, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one. But it's like personal coaching, really. Like, I don't even do personal coaching. And when I did, I charged $500 an hour. And today my rate is $1,200 an hour, right? And just really quick, because this matters none here, this is not some ethereal number, right? This is the amount of money that I lose as a company by taking an hour of my time based on the amount of money our agency generates. So if I talk to someone one-on-one, I lose $1,200 an hour. And that's real. But you're not just getting me, but you're getting Jeff as well. We're literally going to be with you side by side, but you're not going to pay $1,200 to $2,000 an hour, right? You'll also get software as well. So we're going to hook you up with the Lead Engage software so you can actually execute this and help businesses become text enabled. We're going to hook you up with 25 widget installs. Not to get too deep into this, basically every business you text enable is an install, okay? That includes a widget and to be text enabled. So if you look at 25 locations and just charging the low ball, not 97, just 67 a month, you're talking about being able to make an income of $1,675 a month just if you charge monthly. That's not even yearly, right? Just 4 clients, if you were to charge yearly at $804 a month, $804 a year, just 4 clients a month is $3,200 a year. So you multiply 3,200 times 25, like it's some good loot, okay? So you're gonna get 25 widget installs. So in addition to the software, the certification, and the 5-day coaching, you're also going to get a prospecting kit. Now, this prospecting kit basically is comprised of a done-for-you campaign, because we're going to use the power of demonstration to really explain on how to sell the service. We got a very solid one-touch, one-close method, and you're also going to get some very solid appointment getting emails, and you're going to get a pre-sale explainer video that is rock solid. If we have some time at the end of this call, I'll show you that. Just please make sure to remind me to show you that video. So with all that, what's the price? Well, when we launched Lead Engage originally, we charged $497 just to gain access. And today, with all the enhancements and upgrades that we've made, this software is $997 plus, just to get out the door with everything that we've done to it, okay? The 5-day challenge is valued at $1,000 plus, because it's like personal live coaching. And we paid over $350 just for the explainer video at a discount. And we added actually 3 videos for you. So not just one, but multiple. So we're talking about over $1,000 plus for that. This is just for one video. Now, the certification you'll get will also position you above every consultant in your area. And that's over a $700 a year value because it links back to our site, our association. Now we're talking about $2,547 of real value, like not just made up out the sky. I just explained it. However, we wanted to ensure you have everything you need, so we waive those fees. Say what? Yep. So you're not going to pay anything close to $2,500 and $2,547 to join this challenge. Our goal is to truly help you. So here's what I'm going to do. When you get started today, you can join this challenge for an affordable investment of just $297. But you know what? I didn't like that either. So I said, nope. I said, Jeff, I want to do something better here. I want to do something better, right? I want as many people as possible to join this challenge. So we're not going to charge that. We're going to let you in for just $77 with our 72-hour limited special enrollment. When you go to instantclientchallenge.com, Jeff or Cece, could you please put that link in the question box? Greatly appreciate it. $77, folks. Yep, 77 smackaroos. Is that a deal or is that a deal? Or are we lost? Are we off our rockers and we're a little bit crazy? Maybe we need to come back to reality before we raise the price again. This is 72 hours. After that, it will go back up to a higher amount. All right. So really quick, before you unlock your deep, deep discount right now, I want you to know what you're going to see when you land on this page. I just want to explain this really quick. So there's actually 3 options on this page. Okay. So if you're an existing lead engage customer that pays monthly already, you're going to choose the right option. This is going to just give you access to the challenge, everything throughout these 5 days, and the additional resources you're going to get. This, because you already pay monthly, this is one time. Okay, that's what you're going to choose. If you are not a lead engage customer and you do not pay monthly for the software, you're either going to choose the starter plan or the charter plan. Let me explain. On the left, the starter plan is you get started at $77 today. It gives you access to the challenge and everything. And then 20 days later, you'll have our rate that we're charging you is not $197 a month for the software, but you'll get a discounted rate of just $77 a month to access Lead Engage Ongoing. So you get a superb rate. This gives you 25 locations. Now, what we recommend is that you choose a charter plan. And the reason why is because this will give you 75 locations. So you remember we talked about a location enables you to enable a landline business and have a widget as well. So this is 75 locations that you can help. It's 3 times the amount of locations for the starter plan, and it's only just a little bit more per month, which this rate actually is actually $297 a month, but we're not charging that. You're going to get a discounted rate of just $97 today, and then 20 days later, just $97 a month. Okay. Now, when you join the challenge, you'll also be enrolling to get Lead Engaged on a monthly basis that I just went over. But let me explain. You're able to cancel at any time. Like we don't hold you hostage, folks. And most people in our space would never even do what I'm about to tell you. So 15 days from now, which is 10 days after the challenge is over, because the challenge is only 5 days. If you want to continue with Lead Engage, it'd just be the discounted rate of $77 a month, not $197 a month. But if you do want to cancel, you'll have more than enough time to assess if this is for you, if you like the challenge, if you want to continue. You'll have more than enough time, 10 days after the challenge. There'll be a button inside the membership that says want to cancel Lead Engage, and you can. And you'll still have access to the course, the challenge course that you will invest in today and everything that includes that. You just wouldn't have the software. Is that fair? Is that pretty fair, folks? Most people will never say you have the right to cancel, but is that pretty fair? Is that fair? Yes? Yes? Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, those that are in MLAM or Mastermind, this software is not in My Local Agency Mastermind. This is new software that Jeff and I created together, okay? We do have an API. Our app is on Zapier as well. Very, very awesome. Yeah, we got pretty solid software. You're gonna absolutely love this, okay? Lead Engage is separate software. It's not in MLAM at all, okay? Now, with that said, what we're doing here, if you noticed, is this, let me go back here, is you get 50 up to 75 locations, actually 50 locations, but I did something for you. So we're actually going to be giving you 25 more locations, and I'll explain how that works in a minute here. So what you get when you join this challenge is 5-day coaching, a prospecting kit, an explainer video, software, Landline expert certification badge, and you get custom educational emails as well, and some other bonuses we're hooking you up with. So I want you to go right now to the instantclientchallenge.com. I can assure you that the price will be going up. This is 72 hours. Our challenge will start very soon. I'll go over that in just a moment. Now, we got fast action bonuses for you because we believe in taking action. Action is the agent of change. Action is the agent of change. Nothing happens in your life until you take action. Therefore, we reward fast action. Okay? So, when you pick up and join the Instant Client Challenge, you choose a charter plan, we're going to add 25 more locations, which brings it from a total of not 50, but to 75 locations. And just at $67 a month, that will allow you to make at least $5,000 additional a month. So it's more locations, and it's really the best deal based on how our pricing model is. In addition to that, when you activate your account right now, you're also going to have our white label reseller module enabled. This allows you to truly sell your service as your own. And you can brand it to your own company. You can have your own domain. It puts you in the software business so you can sell as your own platform, okay? And this will be separate down the road as well. We actually is already a separate fee. So this is a $697 a year value. And when you take action right now, you're going to get this enabled in your account. So not only will you be able to sell a very simple service to help businesses become text enabled, right? Because we know it's just a simple, easy service, but you can do it with your own branding as if it was your own software. And you get that today throughout these 72 hours. So I want you to activate your discount right now. Folks, last time we did a challenge like this, some of the results were, and the feedback were just so overwhelmingly positive and amazing that many of our customers said, Jason, I have no idea why you provided this challenge for so cheap, because this is the best thing I've ever gone through. Like, people said I would have paid thousands of dollars just to go through the last challenge we did. And we're doing it the same. We're doing even better this time. So I hope no one's on the fence. It's 77 bucks, folks. Join today, join right now, right? So a couple of FAQs before I answer some of the questions in the question box. When does the challenge start? When does the challenge start? The challenge starts officially on Monday, October 26th, okay? So we're doing enrollment right now at the time of what we're doing. So we're doing enrollment right now, and everything starts on Monday. So next week on Monday, Jeff and I are actually going to be together very soon, actually tomorrow and Thursday and Friday for our mastermind. So we'll be linking up and getting together to just go over how to really make this challenge just be the best thing you've ever gone through. So very cool stuff. So what's the challenge agenda day by day? Glad you asked. So day one, we're going to be going over the service in detail, the pricing, the overall game plan. Day two, we're going to get your software properly set up, and we'll build out your turnkey prospecting system that prospects will demo. So this is basically an over-the-shoulder training. So if anyone that struggles with technology and tech scares you, this is a training that you definitely want to attend, and you'll really, really love it. Okay. Day three is about finding best buyers, and we'll identify the best businesses to go after who happily need and will pay for your service. So we're going to actually put together a prospecting list of the best buyers to go after, and we're going to build this list that you're going to be reaching out to. We're going to do that live on the call. And then day four, we're actually going to do over-the-shoulder prospecting and take the list you built. We're going to reach out to these businesses in multiple ways. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to use all the prospecting kit that you just got. And then day five is the selling and certification. We'll teach you how to sell with a powerful one call close method. And we'll also cover how to get your Landline expert certification badge, along with how you can supercharge your client acquisition with an automated attraction method and how to have clients chase you. You're really going to love this. So these 5 days are going to be action packed. These 5 days are going to get a lot of work done, but this is something you can definitely do. So what's the main thing that you'll achieve by the end of these 5 days? Well, you're going to have set up a turnkey prospecting system, built a prospecting list, prospected for appointments, and become a certified Landline consulting expert, which the goal is to lead to more clients. Okay. Another question, what if I already have lead engaged? Why should I join this? Because this is not just about the software. It's about the approach. It's about the strategy. It's about helping you get over any hurdles that you currently have and showing you through a brand new angle that we have never taught on, which is through landline texting. So you're going to have new resources, new material, new training. This is a totally brand new approach that we're taking here. Another question, the tech usually is a stumbling block. Will this be hard to do? No, not at all. We've remodified software, we've reconfigured so many things here that you're absolutely going to love it. And the best part is we're doing it together. We're doing it step by step, folks. Okay. So I want you to go to instantclientchallenge.com right now. And really quick, Jeff, before I answer some of these questions, did you have anything, any input you wanted to say, anything you want to go over? I know you've been kind of quiet since you went over your part as well. So now look at some of these.
Awesome. Yeah, I was answering some of the questions as we go. Guys, this will be recorded. They'll go for about an hour to 90 minutes each time. And we're going to walk through it. And we're both excited to have you because we know how powerful this is for you and your agency, especially if you're new or you're struggling or you haven't gotten that first client. We're going to walk you through the entire process. Like, there's not going to be a stone that was left unturned. There isn't going to be a question that you have that isn't answered. And I know a couple of people said they're moving next week, or they may not be able to record it live or things like that. These will be recorded in the members area. And we're going to take you from the very, very beginning of this so that you don't have any questions. Like, it's going to be a complete roadmap for each and every one of you to go through this process and set you up so that you have a system by the end of that week where you're able to land one client a week. And we actually thought that was pretty conservative, to be completely honest with you. But, for a lot of people with, day jobs or things like that, or can I do it remotely and those kind of questions, we wanted to make sure that, you had a reasonable goal to get started with. And that's going to be a huge one for you, is to get that first client and then get the next one the next week. And that'll compound and add up over time, because with this service that no one else is offering out there, the way we've built this angle and the sales outreach and what we're doing and what I've already done here on my side that I can show you and basically educate you on, you're just going to mirror that. Like, if you wanted to just basically mirror what's working in a successful agency, you're going to have that next week. And you're not going to have to worry about, is this not proven, or is this something that hasn't actually been able to be sold before? This is a hot topic for a lot of businesses, especially with COVID-19 happening right now, with a lot of the contactless things that are happening right now, where your ability to add in landline texting for a business, where somebody that's working remotely in a truck can add this in and have that conversation, or a restaurant can then add this as the ability where instead of having 3 or 4 people try to call in at once, get a busy signal, or like try to reach back out, they can text into the business bypass that call in and actually have a conversation through the conversion portal and talk to the customer or talk to the host, the hostess, or the member of that company. And it works where you can do it 100% remotely. There's, the ability, the other things that Jason's talked about, where we've upgraded the conversion portal. You guys are going to get some new widgets and things like that. They're going to be set up so that you have additional service offerings to offer these businesses to help generate more prospects and more leads into their pipeline, which leads to more sales and more revenue on the back end. So I'm super excited for this. I know we've been trying to get this to you guys for a short bit of time now, and to have a lot of you guys joining us and getting in today and becoming part of this challenge for the Instant Client Challenge is really exciting for us, because we know that we can have a positive impact on you, your agency, and your businesses. So Jason, I'm gonna hand it back over to you so we can wrap up, answer any questions that we have.
Awesome. I've seen a few people say that page doesn't exist. Are y'all able to purchase here? Let me see here. Okay, I see a lot of people. Okay, I'm in. And there is literally a ton of questions. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to take these just one by one, Jeff, and we'll kind of go through it here. So let's see here. Let's see. All right. How do I find clients? Yeah, that's what the whole challenge is about. So we'll be going through that step by step in the challenge. So the entire challenge is how to find clients. So we'll have an entire day dedicated, really 2 days just dedicated to that simple process there. And you will enjoy it. It will be fun. Let's see here. Can the phone numbers be stored as leads for the business? Yeah, so we have a dashboard where every contact is stored, and inside the dashboard, you can add notes to the chat, and you can do everything there from that standpoint. So, and it's really
and Jason,
cool.
we just made up. I don't want to cut you off, but like, we're going to walk you through all of that and show you exactly how to leverage that piece and educate the business on it too.
Absolutely. Frankie says, I'm a little confused. I only pay, yes, that is correct, because you already pay for lead engage. You already have lead engage. You do not choose the monthly option, just choose the one-time option, because you already pay monthly for it, okay? ECB, I don't know your question. We have like hundreds of people on this call, so if you could please put it back in there. Let's see here. Yeah, charter is $97 a month. It is not 77. There's 3 plans on there. So just look at the plans and you'll see everything clear as day. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, everything will be recorded here. Let's see here. Megan says, check this out. I just texted a commercial painter client of mine and asked if he liked this ability to let clients text his landline, and he simply replied, yes. I guess I better pick this up. That is awesome. Hey,
That's funny. Congrats on that, and that's actually one of the ways that we're going to teach you guys how to actually sell this.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jeff, can you go through a couple of questions here? I want to make sure I am, this thing is full.
Yeah. So I'm going to grab a couple questions. I'll leave your screen up. So, DeFuego says, can you mention some good niches to go after? I don't see how a restaurant or lawyer, i.e., would benefit from this. A realtor is already using their cell. So a realtor is already using their cell phone, right? So maybe the brokerage of that realtor. But to be honest with you, for a restaurant, I talked about this earlier. We integrate this with restaurants, right? Instead of call ahead ordering, it can be text ahead. They can text out the menu, they can text in their order, they can reply, and they can send them, hey, look, 20 minutes out, things like that, if they didn't want to use apps or if they didn't have ordering and things like that. For an attorney, that's actually a huge one, because you can actually have somebody text in the landline. Imagine, somebody actually gets pulled over, or an incident happens and they need to reach out to an attorney. the ability to text and get somebody to reply quickly versus calling in, leaving a message, and going from there, that would be huge. Those are some huge niches. Some of the ones that we like to talk about that I go after, home services are big ones, guys in trucks. I've got a mover client that we're adding this to as well. And it's highly important for them. The reason why the mover client is more important than some of the other niches that I go after is because he's actually somebody that's been a client of mine for a long time. When we talked about this, said this is brilliant for me because he can't answer his phone when he's carrying boxes or doing things, and people just call all day long. But if they text in, he can text them back at his convenience, and he needs to get certain bits of information. So we have the ability to send out an auto message reply that for him, he can actually send out to a new potential prospect that's a lead for his moving company out saying, hey, look, let us know what dates and what you're looking for. So he has some information before they even go through, because he knows that they're shopping 4 or 5, 6 different movers, right? But if he has the ability to text quickly and communicate, he can win that lead into a client really, really quickly. Let's see here. Is the course full-time all day? No, Richard, it's a specific time during the day. It's going to be at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific, and that's starting on Monday of next week. They will be recorded and posted into the back office. All right. I had to get a quick drink of water there. When I do get a landline text, do I reply? This is a great one from Terry for my regular mobile text system or via an app on my mobile. Terry, an alert will be sent out to the device that you would, for the agent or the person that you would like to actually receive that alert. They'll click on a link, it'll open up the chat portal, and then on your mobile device or desktop or even like an iPad or an Android tablet, you'll be able to reply from there. It'll be a secure login to reply from that part. And that's really cool, and it's really powerful for a business owner because all the conversations are kept inside of our conversion portal, and the actual contact manager in there, you'll be able to see, who's having the communication, what the communication is, and it keeps it inside of one app. So you can actually oversee your entire business really quickly as an owner. Rob says, how much do we make each month from that payment? Rob, it's totally up to you to what you charge, and we're going to walk you through that process as we go through and set everything up. Larry, you should have, since you're already in Lead Engage, so awesome. We'll upgrade you. And the links to join this challenge are right on that page at instantclientchallenge.com. How long the training each day? Hey Jay, what's up, man? It's about an hour to 90 minutes or so. That includes QA and things like that. We'll obviously record them. We do have the ability to connect to Twilio, Charles, if you want. Just join the Webby. Hey Rick, we'll get you out the replay as soon as possible for there. Syed says, the leads are customers who text me. Can I text them back? Yeah, you'll be able to text them back, and you'll be able to ask them, send them to whatever directory sites or whatever you're looking for, Syed. Absolutely from there. Ed says, anybody gotten clients and made sales following process? We haven't trained this out on anybody. I've got a moving client that I just brought on board using exactly this, and it's a couple restaurants here as well that we'll show or give you guys examples of from there. Charles, great question. Is there a way to connect the initial text inquiry to an autoresponder follow-up or even a text follow-up? That is built into the software already. As a matter of fact, I showed you an example inside of my part of the presentation earlier, where we have an automatic message that goes out. You can actually adjust or change those out. You can actually do multiple follow-ups inside of an autoresponder. We also have the Zapier integration where you can export that data and continue to go from there. Charles, from there. Eric says, can we, hey Eric, it's been a long time, I haven't seen your name in a while. So we invite a subcontractor to the training. If it's your staff or employee that's gonna run this, yes. We'll allow you to do that and bring them onto the training. Yes, and Gail has asked the same question. We have another team member. So we already have to get started. We pay the $77 for the challenge too. Amy, you would pay for the challenge, and if you have our software already, you're not going to pay for the software. If you pay for the challenge and we'll automatically enroll you into Lead Engage, you can cancel that at any time, like Jason said. So just get in, get started, and we'll walk you through the process. Jesse, go to instantclientchallenge.com and you'll see the initial offer for our 5-day challenge training to add landline texting and what we're doing with local businesses right now. Yep. So Arthur, if you already got Lead Engage, you'll just join the challenge. I think your option's on the far right. Gordon, great question. I think we answered this a little while ago. How can you tell which prospective business has a landline? Smiley face. Honestly, I text the business. I'll give you guys this one of these techniques that I use right now. I literally take my phone and I send a text message to the business and saying, hey, are you guys currently open? That's it. And it was the one that I gave you in the example. Or are you available hours or whatever, or do you have a slot next week, whatever it is, Gordon. When I do that, some cases I get the failure to reply. And if I don't get a reply within 12 to 24 hours, I know that they don't have landline texting. I then send them a message saying, hey, I texted your business yesterday, I haven't heard back. Right? And that opens up the conversation of like, oh, what do you need to set up? Like, well, and then you can walk yourself through the paces. And we'll go through that training in depth inside of there. So Gordon, we will walk you through those scripts and everything you need from there. Let's see here. What happens if they don't have a landline and run their business from a mobile number? Mike, good question. Then you would set up, obviously not with the landline texting portion of this, you would then be able to then, use a number inside of our system to then send that mobile number their messages. Because if they already have a mobile number that they're using as the primary, unfortunately, it doesn't work with landline texting. They don't have a landline. Spanish markets, if you need to translate, obviously you can edit the code, edit the messages inside of the wizard to work in Spanish, right? You're the one communicating, you're editing that. So yes, this will work in Spanish if you want. Dave says Instant Client Challenge is blocked for him. Dave, we'll get you a direct link. Actually, I'll probably send that to everybody right now if anyone has a question to get in. If you have any issues with that, Jason, what's the best support email for them to be able to get that from you guys? Is it your My Local Agency?
It's support. I'll put it in the chat box, but it's support@mylocalagency.co. Cool.
Yep. There is going to be a replay. So John, great question, says, the text reply is slow and is less value if it's after hours. We have some things in plan for that as well. We'll walk you through that for strategies. So Paul, we're working on the ability to reply. That's actually one of the things that's like 2 or 3 weeks out my roadmap that we've mapped out for the last 3 or 4 months that we're setting up. And then so if you guys are having an issue with the link, we'll set you guys up. Jay says he's in, so I know the link is working. If you guys have issues, Jason has put the support link into the main chat, support@mylocalagency.co. We'll make sure that you guys get in and just set up. Eric, great question. What kind of acceptance rate have you seen with this offer? It all depends on your outreach, right? If you're outreaching to 100 different businesses a day, you'll land a couple a week easily, maybe even a dozen or so. What I'm doing personally is I'm targeting either my current clients or clients that I know are in a specific niche that is the most likely to reply to me, that I can put this in front of, and those usually have about a 40 to 50% close rate from what we're doing with landline stuff. David says, my head is spinning, super easy close with my existing clients. Yeah, dude, you get it, and it's perfect, simple add-on revenue system. It is. If you just, if you have clients, and David teed this up perfectly for me, is if you have clients, just ask them, hey, look, what happens if somebody texts your landline? That is a great question, because they're gonna be like, I don't know. Like, well, would you like for the ability for your customers that are looking to ask you a question via text message to be able to get an alert and then reply to them in a timely manner as you set up and go from there. This challenge is open for the next couple of days, and then we're going to close it. But if you need to wait a day or so, just email support and we can get you in from there. Let's see. Can we buy more widgets than 75? Yep, Maria, we'll cover that once you guys are in from there. Jason, any other big questions? You will get all the Lead Engage access. Kat will unlock the full platform for you from there. And then looks like the post order page is what they're having a couple of issues with, and somebody was entering in the wrong.
Yeah, what I was saying was what's supposed to happen when you buy, I had a fancy welcome page with the video on there, but that same video is in the training members area under the pre-challenge content section. So when you get the Kajabi login access, just go to that start here section and you'll see that there. But we'll get that fixed. But it was just a welcome video, but that's also in the training as well. All right.
Cool. This could be used along with chatbots. Yeah, if you could just send, because you could send them a link, you can send them a hyperlink and you can go from there. So Carl says can't use the link. Go from there. What's the deadline? It's 72 hours from now. So Jason and I are going to be in the same room. We'll meet tomorrow afternoon, about like 27, 28 hours from now. We'll be together for the next couple of days. So probably the end of the week set up. Dolores says you can use prospect reach for this. Absolutely, Dolores, from there. And then we'll cover kind of where it all works and it sets everything up. Travis, I would assume so, but we don't really know too much about it, so I'm not really worried. We're focusing mainly on the text message side of things for setup with this. And then Terry says, I am in, despite not working in Canada just yet. So awesome, Terry, and welcome. Art said, if PayPal shows you paid twice, we'll make sure you get your money back on that second payment. Make sure you just email support. We'll check it and make sure it's good to go in case the transaction happened twice for you. Yeah, Syed, you'll get that bonus from there.
We're going to go over a lot of the niches. I see people asking about what niches to go after. How can we position this to sell the software? Like that's what the whole purpose of this training is about. And when you also go to the sales page on instantclientchallenge.com, there is a demo video below, right below the buy links, and you'll see some other information there as well. But the whole purpose of this challenge, folks, is to answer all these questions and to take it step by step. So I already broke down what we're going to do day by day, and you're truly going to be in good hands. Like this is a really amazing deal. And more importantly, this is going to help you to learn how to position yourself to sell the service so you can go get clients, but more importantly, so you can make more money for yourself, your business, and your family. And we're with you every step of the way. And I think that's the most important part, because sometimes it's hard doing it alone and doing it on your own and trying to figure it out. But like, you know, we're not only going to have a curriculum that goes over this, we're going to have time after the calls to answer questions, to go over things that are not clear, to make things more clear for you. Like you're really going to enjoy this challenge. I can assure you of that. Okay.
Yeah, and especially with all the planning that's got into this already, we would start it sooner, but we're not going to be in town. So you guys will get this first thing on Monday, which actually gets you a couple days. We'll give you some stuff to do in the meantime, you know, and we'll be sending you guys some stuff from our trip and our mastermind as well. And remember, like this is all about upgrading your clients and upgrading the business, right? So now your clients not only, you know, on their advertisements and their sales and everything can say, you know, call us or contact us. You can literally tell them they can now add text us to all of their advertisements, you know, slap it on the side of a truck, put it in their marketing and things like that, so that when somebody's out there, you know, looking for that business, they can just pick up the phone and text, right? Like I said earlier on the call, you know, we showed it real early with the sound of the van. Most people, their primary method of communication now is text messaging, right? They don't call or FaceTime most of the time. The first thing they do is you send a text, right? You don't just, it's almost rude nowadays to like hit the button and call somebody before letting them know via text message that you're going to call them or seeing if they're available. That's the way people want to communicate with businesses. And now you have the ability to add, you know, call us, text us on all of their ads, their advertising, their trucks, their billboards, all that kind of stuff, because that's the preferred method of communication now for most consumers. And I mean, I work that way. Like I'm not the most outbound communication person, but if I could just text you, great. If you send me a text, you're gonna get a reply. All right, you send me a text or messages as you go through. You guys be all set with that.
Yeah, truly, it'll definitely be all set. And I don't want to get too much into integration stuff, but like we're the only software in our space. Like I know I mentioned earlier that, you know, there's companies out there like Podium's one, ZipWhip, Avocado, if you want to do that research, but these are companies that don't allow consultants like ourselves, like to white label services, to have agency-based solutions. And if they do allow that, which I haven't seen any, the rates are going to be like extremely, extremely high. But no one in our space is providing this service that allows us to do text enabled, okay, to make a business landline friendly. In addition to that, with what we're doing for as our integration partner, the inbound text like when you receive a text, is free. And the cost of the text is cheaper than Twilio, which Twilio claims to have the cheapest in the industry. So you're truly in good hands. So from a cost perspective, like you're going to be profiting, like 98%, and your cost is like super, super low. But we'll get into all of that. But again, just to let you know that you're truly, truly in good hands from this standpoint. And this is truly a set and forget service. All right. You can find all the links on instantclientchallenge.com, folks. You can go there. Let's see here, because this isn't about that, Dave. It's not about that. You're totally in left field here as far as integration. Like the software is what we have made modifications to that allow us to do this type of enabling here. So, all right. How long's the training each day? We'll probably go an hour each day, then maybe, but it's probably gonna be like an hour and a half just based on questions and whatnot as well. You don't need to connect Twilio at all, but we do have Twilio integration. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, I think you answered a lot of these questions as well. Yeah, right now, we're looking to, with our partner as far as the enabling, looking to expand to the UK. We're not there yet. So as of right now, we are not in the UK, but there's plenty of businesses US that you can definitely go towards. I want to show you this really quick. And this is an explainer video that kind of goes over the concept a little bit more. You're going to get access to this as well. Let me make sure my screen is showing, and we can kind of show you this. I actually have another variation of this video as well that will kind of just kind of help you to understand kind of what we're doing here.
As a small business
owner, let me see here. Let me turn this up.
Every opportunity matters. Take every lead, every inquiry, every sale. That's why the smallest business owners are using landline texting to communicate with customers, so they never miss an opportunity to generate more business. Landline texting allows existing and potential customers to text your business. You may be wondering, why does this matter? Because people rather text than talk these days, and texting is how they wish businesses would communicate with them. 84% of consumers want to text a business for the ease and convenience it provides, but less than 30% of businesses allow this ability. 85% of consumers prefer to receive a text message over a voice call or email. AT&T Market Survey. Over 81% of the population are texters, and 3 out of 4 consumers said they feel frustrated when they can't reply back to a company's text message. Intelligent contacts. Here's what happens. 1, a potential customer finds your business online, and they have a quick question. 2, they are not yet ready to talk with anyone, so they decide to text you first. 3, however, if your business isn't text-friendly, the message never makes it to you. Result? Lost sales opportunity, lost leads, bad customer experience. In a world of competitiveness, every slight edge matters, and the smartest local businesses are communicating with their existing and potential customers through landline texting. Just on the next page, we'll explain how your business can quickly and easily become text-friendly so you can generate more leads, generate more calls, generate more sales, make any advertising you do greatly perform better. The best part? You can enable this groundbreaking technology quickly without any change to your existing business number. Continue to the next page to get a brief overview on how landline texting can work for your business so you can increase sales.
Yeah, so we even have another variation of this as well, but what we're going to be doing is leveraging this video in addition to areas in our prospecting kit to go over how you can use videos like this in the emails to pre-sell clients just to sell the service. And as one member in our community already said on this call now, Megan said she just texted a painter and said, would you benefit from this? And it's like, absolutely. Like, this is a service, folks, that I don't want you to overthink. I don't want you to overcomplicate. Like, it's a simple service. And if you combine that with niches that could benefit from having a widget on their site in addition to being landline enabled, then you truly have a winner. And as far as niches, it appeals to a multitude of niches, like a multitude of niches. Now, we're going to be going over all of this throughout the training, and this is going to clear a lot of things up here. But really quick, I'm seeing a lot of questions on just more tech questions. I see questions on the payment options and strategy. Like we literally have like, I'm probably seeing like 100+ questions right now. I don't know if we have time to go through it all, but really quick, who's in? Who's in? Who sees the benefit of this challenge? Who is excited to join this challenge? I want to know who's in, who's excited, and we'll take some time too to kind of answer some of these questions as well that I may have missed. And I want you to understand that I'm not, and Jeff and I are not intentionally missing questions. We have a ton of people. We almost over 1,000 people registered for this call today, so it's really busy, really busy. Let's see here. Paul says I'm in. Mikey says I'm in. Art is in. Brian is in. Jack, Philip, Carl, Frankie, James, David, Erica, Fletcher, Barb. Good stuff. Garrett. Now, really quick, if you're on the fence about anything, please put in your question and how we can help you get clarity here. Okay. We kind of need to filter some of the questions so we can best help what we need here. Okay. To do what we're trying to accomplish and to answer your questions to the best of our ability here, okay? How much do you charge for the service? We went over that earlier. Between $67 and $97 a month is a good price point there, okay? Yes to that, Travis. Let's see here. Totally understand. I am in. Lovely, in the UK, good stuff. Good stuff. Super excited. No brainer. All in. Nice. Yeah, the training's going to be right now, Monday through Friday, same time at 3 p.m. Eastern. If you cannot attend, it will be recorded. And after every day, we will have homework as well. Okay? We will have homework as well. All right. Let's see here. So it's doable. It's more than doable. So if you can't attend live, which we want you to attend live, we understand, people have prior things they need to do, then just make sure that you make a goal to yourself to be caught up, because we're going to go fast, folks. We're going to go fast. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, so I see questions about you're digging in the software. Listen, guys, I don't want you even going into that. There's training videos on the software within the software. So, but I don't want anyone buying today and then going and trying to get the software set up. We're gonna have a whole day dedicated to that. So if you do that, that's because you chose to, all right? But we got a whole day dedicated to that. But I know some people want to tinker and get things going. So feel free to kind of go through that as well. But it's not necessary. I have some pre-challenge information for you inside of the training area in Kajabi. So go through that and you'll definitely like that. I am in, Mark is in. Awesome stuff, Mark. Good. It is not part of My Local Agency Mastermind. This is separate software that Jeff and I created together. Let's see here. How hard is it for business folks to learn how to use it? It's super simple. Yeah, so basically the only setup that you would do is you would set the widget up. If there's people that need to be notified of the text, we'll show you how to do that as well. So basically when someone comes in, when someone texts the business, then those multiple people can be notified and they can respond to it. So it's really, really simple. And then we'll go over all that as well, okay? Any questions that I may have missed, please put in there. Please put in there. Let's see here. Trying to understand, if I don't currently have lead engaged, do I pay just the $97, which includes a challenge? I have to pay both for the software and the challenge. Yeah, I think you're getting it confused. So if you don't have lead engage, and I'll go to these options here, is you would choose either the starter or the charter plan, okay? And the upfront price is the price for the challenge and the additional widgets that you're getting here. And basically 77, so 20 days later, you would pay $77 a month. That includes 25 locations. 20 days later from joining the challenge, you would just pay $97 a month which will give you, it says 50, but this plan, when you buy this plan, is 75 locations. So if anyone like is on the fence, or you want in but you don't have this, just join here. Like, it's not like you're getting something that's not good, because you have enough locations to create good income. So don't overcomplicate it. Just choose the option that's best for you. But from a pricing and value standpoint, this is the better option. All right, because you get more locations for just a tad bit more of a price. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, any questions you have, just tech-wise, just contact support and they can help you. Good. Can the business initiate the text? Yeah. If someone has text the business, then you can actually initiate the text, and the business can text that customer, right? But again, we're going to go over all of this. So any concerns, or not even concerns, or questions mainly that you may have, that is what we're going to go over that inside of the training here. So
Yeah, and we're going to go through this step by step as we go. So like those of you guys are asking like the tech question or something like that, obviously you can ask support until then. But when we start this challenge, we get things rolling, you'll have every little bit, and we'll take you in those bite-sized chunks day by day, so you'll feel comfortable. You have all your questions answered as we walk through this, and make sure that we are completely clear, and you're completely clear on what that path looks like, how to be successful with this, and then how to make it work. So, I mean, I know we've had a ton of agencies join us, and I'm excited for this challenge. I know Jason is too, and I can't wait to look forward to, first of all, seeing Jason tomorrow and talking about this and what we're doing, and making sure that you guys see that we've put a lot of time and effort into this challenge for you guys. But then Monday starting this and really just kicking it off with the first training session, and it's gonna just rock from the beginning.
Nice. Absolutely. Yeah, so we're going to go over all of this too. I just kind of want to show you a little bit of the platform here, and we're going to have a whole section dedicated to all of this. Okay. Charlie says PayPal payment does not work. I don't know why that would not work. Has anyone used PayPal? Has anyone used PayPal? Just curious. And if not, just reach out to our support team, and they can get you situated. Let me just do this real quick. Let's see here. All right, yeah, PayPal worked. Yep, use it worked. Interesting. Yeah, it worked for a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe try the card option. So we're going to go through a whole demo on this. That's what Tuesday's going to be for next week. But very clean dashboard here. You can see all your installs, your views, your unique chats, your time. We track calls as well in the messaging section. You can even look at your contacts. You can see what is here. And let me just go back here for a second to the messages here. Look at the contacts. You can look at all your contacts, and then you can delete them. You can call them. You can message them here, just like so. We got a really nice intuitive widget area where this is kind of how the messaging area looks. You can save contact information such as their email, their address. You can even have notes. So like maybe depending on the type of business, maybe it's like a mover company or something, and someone reached out about moving, and you can say, make a note here, like someone reached out about Tuesday moving, right? And then you can go through that process, and post some notes from there. And right here, someone reached out about Tuesday moving, and you can message as well. So really simple but intuitive software. Again, we're going to go through all of this on the call, but you're going to love what we have here and how we set this up. Our app does have a webhook. Our app is on Zapier as well, so there's a lot of integration opportunities also. And then you'll be able to simply white label it as well. So very simple to use, third-party APIs, nice widget setup as well. You can add agents. Like we have people that are that are members of Leading Edge already that use this in the car dealership industry as well. And you can, we got some really neat features as well, such as like lead routing. So one of the other features we have is when the widget is on the page, you can actually have different departments. So when someone texts the widget, they can say, I want to reach out to sales or maintenance, or might be finance, for instance. And then depending on what option you select on that widget, it will notify just that particular agent, and they'll be notified on their phone and via email. There's also ways to do lead routing where you can have a keyword assigned that the moment you text into the widget, the customer get a reply back and say, hey, thanks for reaching out. And if you need help with sales, just text sales. So we can have keywords that when consumers or potential customers text back into the widget, then that particular agents are notified. So there's a lot of neat features that we haven't gone over, that because the main thing throughout this challenge is focusing on the simple opportunity, which is landline texting. But just know that as we go over a lot of these other areas throughout the challenge, you're going to quickly see how just robust Lead Engage is, and what it can do for you, and all that kind of goodness. Todd says, my clients love it. I've had it for over 6 months now. That's awesome. Hey, Todd, just curious, what niche do you use Lead Engage with? What niche do you use Lead Engage with? Just curious here. Let's see here. Just I'm responding here. Let's see here. Roofing. Very cool. So Todd uses it for roofing, and does he have it on his site? Does he use it for lead generation? Like, what does he love about it the most? Does he love about it for most? Corey says, same here. I've had it for 6 months. Clients love it. Corey, what niche do you use Lead Engage with? Just curious. And with these updates, Corey, because I know Jeff has communicated a lot of some of the things you brought to him, ways to enhance it, and we've done a lot of those things. So you're really going to love what we've done here. Use it on the site, says Todd, use it on his website. He answers when he's on roofing. Corey uses it for RV dealers, windows and doors, auto dealers. That's awesome, man. And Todd and Corey, what work involved? What work involved do you do to make sure your client, like what do you do to support your client as far as a fulfillment aspect with this widget? What do you do? What do you do? Nothing. Awesome. Good stuff. After the setup, nothing. Corey says not a whole lot. Awesome. 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 Love it, love it, love it. Does my client also get Lead Engaged? That's the point. That's the point. Like, you're going to set this up if you want as white label, and we're going to teach you how to get their business text enabled so your clients can use it. And they can use it just to text their main business line, or they can use it to text their business line or on their website. And now you can put this on every part of their marketing, on their Google My Business page, on their cards, on their truck, on their vehicles. Like, text us if you have questions. Like, it bridges communication, but there's just so many opportunities, folks. All right. So many opportunities here. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to hustle, but you can definitely do that. Yeah, sure. I've never seen that. Trying to pay, yet it will not accept credit card. I have never ever seen that. So
yeah, that's interesting. I'd say just email support, or just send us a message and we'll try to get you in.
Yeah, we'll get you in. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen that before. We'll get you in. No worries. No worries at all. We're here to help. All right. Any other questions you see, Jeff? And okay, white label is great. I'm resold. Awesome. Join. The water's warm, folks. The water is definitely warm.
Awesome. Yeah, welcome, John. Yeah. Somebody said clear the cache. Yeah, or try a different browser, try private browser, things like that. Somebody said it's only PayPal. Just if you guys run into an issue, just the support emails in there, and we'll get you. And don't freak out. You're like, we'll make sure we'll take care of you. We'll get a replay out. This will be open for 72 hours. You guys will have access to that, and we'll make sure that you guys can get in, and everybody's in right before the challenge. So I think a lot of the questions that we have gone through, Jason, are answered, or we can just get on that first training session on Monday and go through. Or if there's something that we completely missed, because Jason's not kidding. There's hundreds upon hundreds of messages, and we're trying to go through and answer them the best that we can and give you guys the full support on this. But we may have missed one or two. The support email address, we'll put it on that replay page too, and we send it out. You can email the desk, and we'll get you the answers that you need to be able to get you guys in, and we'll go from there.
Awesome. And what we'll most likely do too is we'll be sending out like some FAQs and going through a lot of these questions to answer even more of the questions that were asked here. But bottom line, folks, you can join today for either 77 or 97 bucks. Go through the challenge for 5 days. If you like what you see, if it makes sense, take action, right? Don't just join and just be a bump on the log and do nothing. Engage, like do the work. This is more workshop oriented. We're actually going to do work, and then from there assess. If you want to continue, great. Is monthly for software. If you don't want to continue, you're able to cancel yourself or reach out to our support team. You truly have everything to gain and nothing to lose. And we're here to help you every step of the way. So I don't like to oversell things, because I like the value of what we have speaks for itself. And if you're on the fence, if you've gone through everything and you've seen every information here, and you stayed for the entire webinar and it's still just like, I don't know, maybe it's not for you. Maybe it's not for you, and that's totally fine, because we only want to spend our time for these next 5 days, starting next week, with people that are looking to take action, people that want results, and people that are looking to dig in and engage, right? And for 77 bucks or $97, like the cost of a couple, a dinner and a movie, like you can't beat it. I mean, we're equipping you with the ability to increase your income, to gain a new skill set for less than 100 bucks, right? And if anyone scoffs at that, then we probably don't want you as a customer. Like, you probably don't need to be a customer. Now, I don't say that to be ugly, but it's like we're business owners here, and we have to be able to make decisions. If you see the value and the value is high, then you deserve to join this challenge, and we want you in. We definitely want you in. We're going to do our best once you're in to make sure you get the results that you need, right? We have plenty of people that, just going over a few clients here, a few customers of ours here that are selling this service for 97 bucks a month plus, and just doing nothing but collecting money, and clients love it, right? I want you to be on the side of the fence of people that are making things happen, landing clients, and making money. So I want you to go to instantclientchallenge.com right now. You'll be so glad that you did. Look at the demo as well. Look at the options, and join what makes the most sense for you. Thank you for attending this training. Greatly appreciate you. Jeff, any final words, my friend?
Nope. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. I know how many people joined, so I look forward to working with each and every one of you guys starting this day one of this challenge. And Jason, I'm just as excited as you are.
All right, awesome. Take care, everybody. Thank you.